Hello everyone, welcome to PRESSO. I'm your host, Lisa. The US had been stuck in a deadlock for over a month, with the government on the brink of shutting down for the longest time in history. Flights were canceled, people were left waiting for food assistance, and the economy felt the pinch of furloughed workers. In the midst of that chaos, the Senate found a narrow opening, a moment that felt like a breath of fresh air to those of us watching from across the Atlantic. On a late Sunday night, 8 moderate Democrats, a handful of senators who had previously been silent in the face of partisan gridlock, joined the Republicans to give the floor the procedural vote it needed to move a short-term funding bill past the Senate. The government had a policy to support the creation of local businesses. It focused on small local firms to create jobs and improve the community. The support was aimed at businesses that employed local people. It included training and support for businesses and people. It helped people stay in the local economy. It helped keep businesses in the local area. It helped keep the people connected. It helped keep the local area vibrant. But it also ensured that crucial programs like SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program that helps millions buy groceries, would stay fully funded. However, the compromise came without a guarantee. The care subsidies would be extended. A point ruffled feathers Democratic caucus. For those who fought for health care certainty, the deal felt like a betrayal, but for many voters it was the only realistic way to avoid a complete shutdown. The vote sparked an intense political theater. House Speaker Mike Johnson called his members. They returned to Washington, D.C. He warned that votes could be in 36 hours. Senate Majority Leader John Thune made a similar promise of a fast track, and Republican senators were keen to keep the momentum. The path to a full reopening, though, was still fraught. The bill had to pass the House, then be signed by President Trump, a president who had been as eager as any to end the shutdown, but still needed Congress to give him the money. Meanwhile, a few senators, including Kentucky's Rand Paul, held out objections that could slow the process and risk a partial shutdown in the future, a scenario where parts of the government would keep running even if the vote missed the deadline. UK media watched the drama that followed. Flight cancellations were rampant. Flights were pulled over 900 times. Chicago's O'Hare saw 233 cancellations. Pratt also had a 60 flight. FA reduced traffic at 40 busiest airports. The move only amplified the chaos. American people were feeling the strain. Political leaders across party lines. They were under pressure to act. In the end, the Senate's deal opened the door. It offered a fresh temporary funding measure. But the road ahead was anything but simple. The final outcome remains uncertain. The next vote will decide the government opens, or the crisis deepens. The story is far from finished. That's all for this episode. Please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any global news.